Sanguis Dimension 01 title, Initial Discovery of Portal Functionality, date 20 years. Location Site 12, Experimental Containment Lab researchers involved, Dr. Hallstrom, Dr. Yin, Research Assistant K. Mora, related anomaly. Object number BR09. Blood ring, security clearance required level 3C or higher. Audio recording start. Transcribed for clarity. Dr. Hallstrom, we've noticed an unusual reaction during subject number 7's interaction with BR09. The ring began to emit a low-frequency hum, something we've never recorded before. Dr. Yin, it's not just audio. The temperature dropped by almost 10 degrees in the chamber. The blood samples near the ring began vibrating as if pulled toward it. Assistant Mora, I reviewed the footage frame by frame. At 17:03:19, the ring's interior became fluid, not liquid, but moving, like gelatin or plasma. We believe it was an attempt at spatial translocation. Dr. Hallstrom, we need confirmation. Let's run a controlled test. Bring in the synthetic blood. Test procedure, BR09 reaction to artificial blood submersion. A containment drone lowered a vial of synthetic human blood into the ring's inner perimeter. Upon contact, the ring liquefied and expanded into a suspended circular veil of rippling crimson. Electromagnetic readings went haywire. Instruments picked up a gravitational anomaly similar in strength to a Class II singularity, for exactly 9. 2 seconds, the veil stabilized and revealed what could only be described as a foreign dimension composed entirely of fluidic, blood-like matter. Floating forms were visible, details unclear due to optical distortion. Post-test findings. The blood sample was not recovered. The drone suffered complete system failure and corrosion on its front-facing chassis. Radiation, heat, and fluid readings are non-Earth-like. Audio logs captured subsonic whispers during veil activation. Linguistic analysis pending. Researcher notes. Dr. Hallstrom, this is no mere ring of power or enhancement. It is a key, perhaps a gate, to something beyond biological understanding. We are peering into a realm of pure coagulate matter animated with purpose. Dr. Yin, I want to recommend immediate elevation of BR09's classification to Level E. We are dealing with an interdimensional portal made from biological components. God help us if it opens fully. Assistant Mora, I saw something look back from the other side. I swear to God it saw me. Classification update. Object number BR09 reclassified from Artifact class to Dimensional Anchor class. Sanguis Dimension officially designated as Dimension, redacted Sanguis 1. Endlog 01, Sanguis Dimension 02. Title, First Remote Probe Deployment into the Sanguis Dimension. Date, Darkside 20. Location, Site 12, Dimensional Access Chamber Mission, Designation, Operation Crimson Needle. Personnel, Dr. Hallstrom, Lead, Dr. Yin, Navigation. Tech Officer, L. Campos Probe Model, DPX-17, Hazard Class Recon Drone. Security clearance required, Level 4E or higher, visual and audio recording active 00:00. The blood ring, BR09, was activated using the now standard synthetic blood ignition method. The portal stabilized in 7 seconds, forming a circular membrane of vibrating blood-like fluid, appearing suspended mid-air. The portal perimeter began emitting low-frequency pulses consistent with prior activation, 00:10. DPX-17 was deployed via an articulated arm into the portal. 00:11. Transmission established. The feed flickers, then stabilizes. Live visual feed, DPX-17, 00:12. The probe emerges in total darkness, but forward lights reveal a vast undulating expanse of deep red, seemingly liquid terrain. Gravity is non-existent, but thick resistance slows movement, like navigating syrup. 00:37. Microscopic analysis identifies no known blood cells within the surrounding fluid, yet chemical composition is 88% identical to human plasma. The rest is unidentifiable organic protein, labeled compound X73, 01:02. Structures are visible in the distance, organic towers formed entirely from coagulant masses, some pulsing rhythmically like hearts. There is no visible ground, only floating islands of clot matter drifting in liquid space. 0119 Encounter. Entity type Alpha. A-shape drifts into view. Appearance length approximately 2.3 meters. Structure humanoid silhouette but featureless. Surface skinless, muscles exposed, constantly shifting. Movement gliding via propulsion jets of expelled blood from its back. Behavior circling the probe without touching it. 01:26. Entity emits a series of high-pitched tones, then darts away into the fluid. Instruments register a sudden temperature drop of 11 degrees Celsius and electrical distortion. 01:42. Signal instability begins. Visual feed begins breaking apart. Background audio picks up low whispers, unintelligible but rhythmic, repeating in intervals of 5.3 seconds. Dr. Yen. Are those voices? Someone clean that feed now. Tech Officer Campos. It's not interference, it's coming from the dimension. The probe is hearing this. 0153. Connection lost. A sharp pulse is emitted from an unknown source inside the dimension. DPX-17 signal is terminated. Last frame captured shows a massive coiled structure of arterial tubing surrounding a black cavity, possibly a gateway deeper within the Sanguis Dimension. Post-mission summary: DPX-17 presumed destroyed or absorbed. BR-09's portal destabilized 2.3 seconds after signal loss. Chamber walls showed moisture buildup, resembling condensation made of blood. All equipment inside the observation room must undergo sterilization. Trace biocontamination detected, researcher notes. Dr. Hallstrom. There is something alive in that place, something old, something vast. And it may not be blood in the metaphorical sense, it is blood in its purest, most grotesque expression. Dr. Yin. We thought we were studying a relic. We were wrong. It's studying us now. End log 02, Sanguis Dimension 03. Title: Post Venacrus Incident Analysis. Missing Agent Recovery and Cross-Dimensional. Link date: 20. Related Incidents: Venacrus Containment Breach, Operation Crimson Needle. Subject: Agent R. Kellen, missing in action. Location: Site 12, Decontamination and Recovery Wing Security Clearance required, Level 4E or higher. Incident background: On redacted 20 redacted. During the initial containment operation involving entity number V1 Venacrus, Agent R. Kellen vanished without a trace. No remains, blood, or equipment were recovered. His last recorded location was in Chamber C, approximately 8 meters from the primary site of the Venacrus confrontation. All other members of Beta Team reported losing contact with Kellen moments before the entity's capture. Surveillance systems failed during the incident, and environmental sensors recorded a 0.3-second dimensional flux anomaly dismissed as a system error until now. Following DPX-17's loss, see log 02, the research team began analysis of its corrupted final transmission. Amid distorted frames and subsonic signals, a pattern was detected: muffled, panicked human speech in the background. Upon frequency isolation, audio recovery produced distorted voice. Don't belong here, please. This isn't real. It's inside me. Voice print matched Agent R. Kellen. Recovery operation. A modified probe, DPX-21, was deployed into the Sanguis Dimension with instructions to track faint human EEG-like readings detected in sector Theta Red. Timestamp 00:39:17, DPX-21 feed. The probe entered a thick, mist-like blood fog. Emerging from the cloud, it recorded a cocoon-like structure suspended by fibrous blood tendrils from a massive floating clot island. Structure was pulsating. Upon closer inspection, inside the translucent membrane, a humanoid figure was visible, comatose, partially fused with the fleshy interior. Probe audio picked up shallow breathing and intermittent murmurs. Murmur, Agent Kellen. I hear it, behind my eyes. I bled out, but I didn't die. A mechanical arm retrieved a tissue sample from the membrane. The cocoon reacted violently, emitting a screech that forced immediate probe retreat. Biological findings. The tissue contained human DNA matching Agent R. Kellen, but altered by a foreign protein strain, designated Sang Alpha 2. This protein appears to be rewriting Kellen's genome, introducing regenerative properties and heightened neural conductivity. Subject may be alive, but no longer fully human. Researcher notes, Dr. Hallstrom, we thought Kellen had died during Venacrus containment, but it appears Venacrus didn't kill him. It offered him. The blood ring was active that day. He was taken into the Sanguis Dimension? Dr. Yen, I no longer believe Venacrus acts alone. It may be a herald or a parasite of the Sanguis realm. And Kellen, he might be its first chosen vessel. Addendum. Psychological impact. Audio recovered from DPX-21's journey back includes a final whisper recorded as the portal destabilized. Unidentified voice, matching no human personnel. More will bleed, one has already become. Status update. Agent Kellen officially designated Subject K, quasi-hostile observation only, recovery not authorized at this time. Sanguis Dimension now under active expansion, risk alert level, end log 03, Sanguis Dimension 04, title Operation Red Reclamation, Subject K recovery attempt, date Nar-Urkir. Mission objective, retrieve or neutralize Agent R. Kellen, Subject K from within the Sanguis Dimension. Location, Site 12, Dimensional Access Chamber Team assigned Strike Team Vermilion, Special Containment Ops. Mission Commander, Lieutenant Mara Vex, Security Clearance. Level 5, Eyes Only. Mission Start, 0400 hours. BR-09 was activated using Enhanced Synthetic Hemoglobin Compound, HC-47, which stabilized the portal for 27 minutes, the longest recorded duration. Strike Team Vermilion, composed of 4 elite operators equipped with bio-sealed armor, intravenous anticoagulant feeds, and psychic dampeners, entered the Sanguis Dimension tethered to a reinforced kinetic return line. Team members: Lieutenant Maravex, Commander Sergeant Darnell, Shade Ives, Heavy Ordnance CPL, Rian Wu, Communications and Sensor Specialist. Dr. Ellen Rook, Bioextraction Expert, Mission Log, Internal Body Cams plus Sensor Logs, 00:02. The team enters the Sanguis Veil. Atmospheric pressure inside the realm is near zero, but a thick plasma-like substance creates strong resistance. Visibility is approximately 15 meters. Floating organic structures identical to those seen in Log 02 and 03 are confirmed. The psychic dampeners begin registering ambient intrusive thoughts, described by Wu as like hearing your own screams from a distant lifetime. 00:13. They reach the cocoon housing Subject K. Biosigns confirm Agent Kellen is alive but heavily mutated. Muscle density 3. 7 times human baseline. Cranial growth, vascular overexpansion. Dr. Rook whispers. His heart is beating irregularly. He's not unconscious. He's waiting. 00:15. As Rook prepares extraction equipment, Subject K's eyes open. His voice is wet, distorted. Subject K, Kellen. You shouldn't have come. It won't let me go. The cocoon rips apart without warning. Blood matter extends from Subject K's spine like tendrils. His body levitates, no longer bound by the rules of physics. Encounter. Subject K. Mutated state. Visual description. Height 2.5 meters. Veins glowing with internal crimson light. Face partially intact, but jaw distended. Black bile leaking. Vocal cords vibrate in multiple frequencies at once. Subject K, voice overlapping. The blood knows your names. I see what it will make of you. Combat engaged. Sergeant Ives deploys an incendiary grenade. Fire does not function properly. Liquid around suppresses combustion. Subject K disintegrates Ives with a gesture. Flesh collapses into a puddle of sentient blood which crawls toward Wu. 00:17, retreat ordered. Vex cuts tether, orders forced return. Wu is pulled into a fissure that opens beneath her, screaming, never seen again. Dr. Rook attempts psychic communication, experiences neural seizure, brainwave readings suggest external influence. 00:20, extraction successful, partial. Lieutenant Vex escapes alone, pulled back through BR-0 9 seconds before destabilization. Her vitals are stable, but she is nonverbal, eyes completely red. Blood samples show traces of Sang Alpha 2, despite no physical contact. Post-mission debrief casualties. Sergeant Ives, killed in action. Sepal Wu, presumed absorbed. Dr. Rook, catatonic. Lieutenant Vex, quarantined. Psychogenic contamination. Researcher notes. Dr. Hallstrom. This was not a failed rescue. It was a provocation, and the Sanguis Dimension responded. Subject K is no longer Kellen. He is a guardian, a warning, perhaps even the first emissary. Dr. Yen. If this realm is intelligent, it is expanding its influence through emotion, through blood memory. The longer we open the portal, the more it learns from us. Status update. Subject K designated as entity number V2, Kellen the vessel. All rescue missions suspended indefinitely. BR-09 now under triple seal lock. Psychic dampeners required for any personnel within 100 meters of ring containment. Log 04, Sanguis Dimension 05. Title, Subject K, Communication Attempt and Psychological Effects. Date, Dr. Charles Sa, 20 Char. Location, Site 12, Secure Containment and Research Wing. Personnel, Dr. Hallstrom, Lid, Lieutenant Mara Vex, recovered survivor. Dr. Yen, psychologist. Dr. Marla Keene. Security clearance, level 5, eyes only, session start, secure containment chamber. Subject K, formerly Agent R. Kellen is contained within a reinforced biosealed cell, infused with anticoagulant plasma and psychic dampening fields. Despite his altered state, he remains semi-conscious and capable of limited interaction. Session transcript. Dr. Hallstrom. Subject K, can you understand me? Please respond if you can. Silence for 17 seconds. Subject K, weak, distorted. Blood remembers. It remembers everything. You are threads in the weave. Dr. Yen. What do you mean by weave? What is the blood trying to tell us? Subject K. The Sanguis is not just a place, it is a mind, a web, and I am its voice now. Lieutenant Vex, softly. It's speaking through you, but it feels like it's twisting your words. Psychologist Keene. We need to be cautious. Subject K's mental state is unstable. He's exhibiting signs of dissociative identity and possible psychic possession. Behavioral observations. Subject K's voice shifts frequently between multiple tones and frequencies, sometimes speaking simultaneously in overlapping voices. His eyes glow faintly red, pulsing in rhythm with his speech. Occasionally, the psychic dampeners register spikes correlating with his vocalizations. Unscheduled event. At 14:43, Subject K suddenly convulsed and screamed in multiple tongues. The bioseal containment alarms activated. The cell's plasma infused with Sang-alpha-2 compounds started to solidify into thick blood clots. Partially obscuring Subject K's form, he shouted, "The web tightens, the others come." Security was mobilized. No breach occurred, but the event lasted 8 minutes. Post-event analysis, Dr. Hallstrom. Subject K is becoming a conduit, possibly for the Sanguis Dimension's will. The more we interact, the more it influences him. Dr. Yen. Our attempts to communicate might be accelerating his transformation. He's not just a victim anymore, he's becoming an extension of the dimension. Dr. Keene. Psychologically, he's slipping away. His identity fractures under the strain of the dimension's consciousness. Security recommendations. Limit communication sessions to 10 minutes maximum. Increase psychic dampening fields during interaction. Initiate studies on possible neutralization methods for Subject K as a vector for Sanguis expansion. Closing notes. Subject K remains a critical focus of research, both as a key to understanding the Sanguis Dimension and as a potential existential threat. His transformation underscores the danger posed by prolonged exposure to the dimension's influence and raises urgent questions about containment and the wider implications for reality. Log 05, Sanguis Dimension 06. Title, Containment Breach Attempt, Sanguis Dimension Influence and Site 12 Lockdown. Date, Location, Site 12, BR-09 Containment Wing and adjacent research areas. Personnel involved, Site Director, Dr. Kieran Nash, Security Chief, Major L. Hale, Dr. Hallstrom, Lieutenant. Mara Vex, quarantined, Emergency Response Team Security Clearance, Level 5, Eyes Only Incident Summary. At 0223 hours, Multiple sensor arrays detected an abnormal surge of bioelectric activity emanating from the containment chamber housing, Subject K in the BR09 ring. Simultaneously, unexplained fluctuations in the psychic dampening fields were recorded. Timeline 0225. Subject K began vocalizing loudly in an unknown language, triggering the reinforcement protocols. 02:27. Security cameras recorded a sudden viscous, blood-like substance seeping from the chamber walls, rapidly spreading toward adjacent corridors. 0229. Emergency bulkheads sealed the affected sectors, but the substance displayed rapid coagulation and movement, bypassing standard containment procedures. 0231. The substance formed semi-solid tendrils that began attacking personnel, dissolving protective gear and causing severe hemorrhaging in exposed individuals. 0233, Lieutenant Maravex, under quarantine but monitoring remotely, reported psychic interference causing disorientation and hallucinations among response teams. Security response. All non-essential personnel evacuated. Hazard teams deployed chemical suppressants and ultrasonic disruptors. Initial effects were minimal. Major Hale authorized use of incendiary containment, but as previously noted, fire suppression is unreliable in this environment. Critical event. 0240. BR09's ring shimmered, briefly opening a portal. Security footage captured fleeting glimpses of a shifting blood realm beyond. An unidentifiable humanoid figure emerged, but immediately withdrew back through the portal. 0242. Portal destabilized. A pulse wave knocked out power in sections of Site-12. Casualties and damage. 4 emergency responders suffered fatal injuries. Structural damage to 3 containment corridors. Psychic dampeners offline for 18 minutes, heightening risk of further dimensional bleed-throughs. Containment measures, power restored after emergency generator activation. BR09 portal forced, closed and secured under triple-layer magnetic locks. Area subjected to intensive sterilization with anticoagulant plasma fog. Post-incident notes. Dr. Hallstrom. The breach proves the Sanguis Dimension is actively attempting expansion into our reality. Using Subject K as a nexus, it's learning to manipulate our technology and defenses. Site Director Nash. We must assume containment is temporary. The site must prepare for prolonged siege conditions or consider dimensional quarantine protocols. Lieutenant Vex, via secured transmission. This is no longer just a containment issue, it's an invasion. The blood is not just liquid, it's intelligence and aggression. Status update, Site-12 placed on Code Red quarantine. All research suspended pending review. Immediate request submitted for external containment assistance. End log 06.